Today we're going to talk about, is the average man built to handle the average woman? Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Okay, today we're going to be talking about, can the average man actually handle the modern woman? All right? We have a lot of weak men out there, and we have a lot of strong women out there in today's world. So, what I'm noticing here as a woman's nature coach, I would say, is that no matter how much women nature I put out to guys and teach men about women, it comes down to a simple rule. It's like when you're on your purpose, you look at life totally different than a man that doesn't. A man that doesn't always needs advice on women. A man on his purpose doesn't, because women react to each guy different. The same way an alpha male sees life totally different than a beta male. But when it's all said and done, there's 3 traits that every man in the world must have, because every woman is going to attract to these 3 traits, regardless of who you are, based on the conditions of life. All right, let's get started. First, every woman wants a manly man. The reason why is because women don't meet a lot of manly men. They don't meet a lot of men that's good with their hands. They don't meet a lot of men that are tough. They meet a lot of men that are just like them, weak and vulnerable, and they're turning out to be the more masculine one over men. So that's automatic trait that a woman doesn't like, because it shows signs that you cannot protect her. All right? So a lot of you guys out here in life that's trying to out nice everybody, you look weak to her. But if you start doing more manly things, like getting into construction, building things, learning how to work a screwdriver, maybe learning how to do some yard work, maybe even learning how to change a tire on the car, learning how to fix things, be creative with machinery. Women love that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to landscape your yard and doing that. Women love that kind of stuff. They are attracted to men that like to do that. Because of one thing, women are always thinking long term. So based off of how long she thinks that she's going to be with you, it's going to be if she wants this out of you or not. A lot of guys that get a lot of women that dress just like women are around you for attention, because they know that you're going to spend money for attention. So you're going to go to the nice restaurants. You're going to drive the fly cars. You're going to spend money on clothes. So a lot of these guys get women that don't love them, but women that love attention. And then typically these are going to be the relationships where a guy is not a man. He's pretty like the woman. They've got out there and lived the Ken and Barbie doll lifestyle, but there's no love there, because they were both together, bought together on attention. You see a lot of celebrities out there that live their life like this. But when it comes to the modern day woman and the average woman, she wants a man that does manly things, because she don't see none of that. She don't see a lot of guys that are good with their hands. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys that are good with their hands don't take a lot from a woman. They just don't do it. A lot of guys that are into construction, carpentry, and gas lines and things like this, these are the type of guys that got a wife at home with 3 or 4 kids. Because women love a manly man. So understand, in the year 2021, you guys out there, learn to do more things with your hands. All right? Learn to be creative. Get into woodwork. Get into building stuff. And when you start getting into stuff like that and you become more constructive, it actually takes your brain away from the internet. Like, I love remodeling my bathroom. I love remodeling my kitchen. I love rebuilding my back deck. I just did this landscaping thing on my yard a month ago. I love doing stuff like that. As a man, you got to want to do things like that. Not only to take your brain away from the internet, but a woman likes a man who's good with her hands. Next, you must be authentic, different than another. Where a lot of you guys make your mistake, you try to tell a woman how different you are, or you try to go over the top with your appearance to stand out. A lot of guys do that. You want to match from head to toe. You want to wear bright clothes. You want to wear all the jewelry. You want to always look flashy, but try to tell people how different you are. Oh, that person don't know me. See, I'm different, man. See, everyone wants to tell people how different they are. Everyone wants to tell people how they think different. But guess what? People that are different, they don't have anything to say. That's how come in a lot of cases, the quieter a man is, the more attention he gets. He has nothing to say, and that women starts gravitating towards the man that doesn't have anything to say to anybody, but when he talks, he says the right things. You know what I'm saying? So you must understand, for you to be authentic, you cannot be trying to be authentic. You can't walk down the street wearing weird clothes. You can't put on certain jackets and certain hats, walk around where you know, like, all right, the average person don't wear this, but I'm gonna wear it and people are gonna ask me why I got it on. It's gonna give them attention. You cannot be that dude. That's not authentic to them. Where you're trying to tell them how different you are, that ain't gonna work. Where you're just going over the extreme to show people how different you are to the point where it's not being different anymore. It's being weird. It's living your truth. No. Remember, people that are different from everybody have nothing to prove because their psychology doesn't connect. This is where you have a lot of alpha introvert sigmas gain success in life without people knowing what they have. Why? Because we're very authentic people. We have nothing to prove to anything. Our actions, what we're doing in life, how we carry ourselves, shows how different we are. The average person, you're going to learn to read, and you're going to learn to read them real fast, especially when you're taking this red pill. Next, you have to be successful. A lot of you guys are like, I think you could be successful without $1 million. I think you could be successful working a regular job. Okay, I believe you can too. But when I talk about successful, a woman ain't looking for you to pay her bills nowadays. Hypergamy is going to work from weaker women going after weaker men. Understand that. That's where the game of dating's at. You have to understand the knowledge you're learning is supposed to make you stronger, because if you're learning the knowledge and not using it, you're going to always think women are going to do you bad because you're going to stay in a beta male mindset. In order for you to be successful, she's not looking for you to match her with money. If you get on a date and a woman's matching you with money, get off the date. You're on the date playing the backwards game. That you don't want to go on a date and compete for who's the head alpha and let her interview you. You don't want to do that. Walk away from the date. Successful just means you can pay for the date. Why? Because your red pill has placed you in front of a girl that deserves a good date. You should know how to pick these girls out now. You shouldn't be taking thotties on dates if you're going on a date. I'm pretty sure you already got a submissive woman in front of you. Just be able to afford the date. That's all a woman wants you to do, is be able to afford things to make sure you guys are not bored or you guys are always Netflix and chilling. That's what a woman doesn't want to do, is Netflix and chill. So in today's world, women have been through the Netflix and chill phase. Now it's like she has her money, you got her money. Let's get creative. Where do we spend our money? That's successful. That's what success is to her. You're able to just hold your own. And if you can, at times, you can hold her down too, out of the kindness of your heart. But that's what a woman wants. A woman doesn't want a man who just can't do anything. Like the video where the guy is telling the woman like, hey, yeah, this 50-50 because you came here and you did that. I dig that. I totally dig that. If you're broke, do that. If you're broke and you know the woman that's standing in front of you is not worth you buying her dinner, by all means do that. But in the same breath, you should not be out to dinner with a girl that you got to split the check with. You should be Netflix and chilling and Grubhubbing your meal to you. That's what you do with women like that, because you can split the check on Grubhub. You don't go in a restaurant and do all this in public. You don't do that. Success, you're not going to have this conversation because you've made the proper decision. You're on a date with a girl that deserves a date, and you don't have to do the 50-50 thing. That's successful when you can hold your own. That's all women want for you, is to hold your own. Stop the talking and start the walking. And these are 3 traits that every man must have in today's environment. Hold your own. That's it. You'll get the women. Just hold your own. Just know you can hold your own. All right? This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you got the message. Comment, like, subscribe. Videos go to the Patreon before they come here. Hasta la vista.